Hey, what's going on, LFE Nation? It's DreamerLFE, aka VKid, here bringing you guys with the 14th episode of CosmicPvP Factions on the channel. Now guys, before we get started, I just wanted to quickly apologize about the video being delayed today. A few events came up along with my microphone acting weird, but nonetheless the schedule should be good and back to normal, and this episode should be a pretty awesome one. So with that being said guys, as always, enjoy the video. So guys, y'all already know why we're at Plains right here. If we're at Plains, we gotta be getting ready for some good luck. And if I look in my PV here, I have a lot of stuff since the last episode that we gotta get worked on this set, man. So pretty much if we're looking right here, I actually have a belt socket that's 60% that probably won't work. But I also have a backpack 100% as well as an amulet 100%. I also have some Poltergeist books to get this maxed out on the Poltergeist 1 right here. As well as if we look under this pink wool, we have a 95% Paladin Armored 4, another 29%, a 20% Pally 3, and 2 Divine Enlightened books, as well as a few things that I want to show off right here in a moment. So putting this set over in my inventory, I just wanted to mention really quickly, I actually got an Equalizer Mono Term temporarily for this helmet because that's probably what I'm going to use for now. But with that in mind, I'm probably going to get a enchanter pet from one of my faction members really quickly because I want to get these books working, especially this Pally 4 right here, which is really low, and these Poltergeist books. So either way, I'll probably get that in a moment and then be right back to make this set look a little bit more fresh than it already does. So I went ahead and asked my faction member Azula, and he ended up letting me borrow 3 of these enchanter pets, so shout out to him, man, he is a legend. But speaking of which, I'm probably going to apply these belts first. So first off and foremost, we gotta YOLO on the belt onto the leggings right here because it is the only one that has a % chance not to work. So with 40% chance to fail, I am feeling pretty lucky on this one. So I'll just go ahead and slide it onto the leggings right here. And it looks like that worked. Awesome. So there really is no need to apply these really slowly because pretty much with these bolts being 100%, that will max out the sockets for the chest plate. So just go ahead and drag those onto here, applying both of them. So now we can apply an amulet and a backpack. So I'm probably going to go with either Lost Amulet or the new amulet along with the Deep Space backpack. So I'll probably have to buy those off camera. It just kind of depends. But with that in mind, I'm also going to go ahead and head over into my video PV and grab out all these books, man. Hopefully I could get some of these to apply. So first things first, guys, you already know what is up. Pretty much I'm going to grab this Pally 4, which is 100% when included with my 5% Hero Plus bonus, and drop it onto the chest plate here, maxing out, or at least almost maxing out this chest plate. So that would be amazing if this dupes. I highly doubt it, but I'm going to plop that on right there, man. And that Paladin Armored 4 looks amazing. So now that we got that applied, the next thing I want to probably go ahead and do is get this 25% Divine Enlightened 3 and hit an enchanter pet on it and basically hopefully get this on the chest plate as well. So I'll go ahead and drop that in my inventory, hit one of these level 10 enchanter pets. So the next book we'll have will be a 10% extra, so this should be at 40% along with my Hero Plus rank adding on to it. So hopefully this works, man. That would be really nice to have on here. So I'll go ahead and plop it on the chest plate right here, and dang it, dude, that didn't work. Okay, I was getting really excited about that, but that is okay because I still have another one of these right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit another one of these enchanter pets, and with this one right here, basically this Divine Enlightened, hopefully this one has a little bit of a higher chance to work. So go ahead and drop it onto the chest plate right here. Dude, come on, man, that's all I wanted and it did not work. So I'm really not too upset about both of those failing because as you guys know how it goes, the yin and the yang, you gotta have some good to some bad. So pretty much with those 2 Divine Enlightened 3s failing, this Paladin Armored 4 right here will work. I'm positive of it. So I'll go ahead and maybe hit the F5. Maybe that's what was giving us our luck earlier. And looking at this here, I'll go ahead and hit down the enchanter pet, grab this Pally 4 in my inventory, and I'll probably apply it to the, I'll probably apply it to the leggings right here. I think leggings is probably the best bet. So I'll go ahead and drop it on here in 3, 2, 1, right here. And that did not work, bro. That one was really expensive. Pally Armored 4 goes for about $250 million. So it is a lot of money going down the drain, man, but that is okay because I have a few more books to apply and hopefully at least one of these out of the 3 work. So guys, it is my luck that the only time something would apply, it doesn't show on camera. It kind of corrupted in the previous clip, but either way, we ended up getting Paladin Armored 4 on our boots. So I mean, that is alright considering I have to now worry about Paladin Armored on the helmet and the leggings. both of which we could try to get Paladin Armored 4 so we don't have to worry too much about the boots in the meantime, because it is basically the same thing. But speaking of which, I'll go ahead and try to apply these Poltergeist books right now. So I actually went ahead and got these from a hack term if you guys were curious, and basically all I have to do is buy these $1 million engineered chest plates with Poltergeist 3, and then that way I just put it on the hack term and it makes some easy money right there. But I'm not going to go ahead and sell these, I'll actually go ahead and apply them back to back. So the first one I'm going to put on here, with it being white scroll, let's go ahead and see if this works, and it looks like that did not work. So I'll go ahead and put the white scroll on in hopes that this one works a little bit better, man. It is 1% more, so 1% more likely to work. And I'll plop this on the chest plate right here, and it looks like that did not work either. So I mean, overall, man, we got a Paladin Armored 4 on the chest plate, as well as Paladin Armored 3 on the boots. So of course, guys, that's not necessarily the kind of look I was looking to get today, but even then, I mean, the more pink on the chest plate as well as the more pink on the boots definitely makes it look a little bit nicer. I also went ahead and godly transmog these, so they look pretty cool as well. But we still have quite a bit to go on the helmet and the leggings, but either way, man, not too bad on the progress of this so far. So guys, it took me about 30 minutes of just spamming in chat, but if you see right here, I'm performing a trade of $1.2 billion. That's correct. I know I freaked out last time over what, $400 million for a sword. So 1.2 bill for a deep space backpack, man. That's so much money down the drain, but we now have this beautiful thing right here. And I know a lot of people are gonna say I overpaid. And frankly, guys, I probably agree with you. This is quite a bit of money, man, but at the end of the day, we won't get soul traps. We'll do quite a bit more damage than we were used to before. And so I'll go ahead and do the honors of pulling out my chest plate right here and placing it on here, man. So deep space backpack for the backpack socket. Now we have it on, man. Now we have this massive fridge on us, so it looks really crazy, but man, at least we got it finally. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do still think this looks super funny, man. I mean, a lot of people used to make fun of this thing, and now that I finally have one of my own, I can kind of see why. But something I want to go ahead and do right here is basically, now that we have this in our inventory, I want to go ahead and put Necro Death Knight Anti-M Kit on it, just so we don't get Rot 10. That would probably be terrible, and I know Rot 10 does way too much damage than it should. So go ahead and plop this onto here really quickly. And now that I have that, I'll probably also go ahead and put a anti-M Kit Crystal of Ghost onto my leggings right here. So now we do negate every M Kit in the game. So guys, now that I went ahead and spent $1.2 billion down the drain and also ended up applying a few things onto my set here, pretty much something I want to talk about is what I'm going to be putting next on my set. So I know I keep going back and forth, but pretty much I'm probably going to keep Lost Amulet on my chest plate. Now for the leggings, I might actually use the Candy Sorter skin, which I showed off before. And I said before that I wouldn't use, but I actually talked to my faction member, and he said it is pretty good because we don't know what the Candy Collector's Sugar Rush helmet does yet. So with that in mind, pretty much if I go back into my inventory right here to show off my armor, the boots, I'll probably go ahead and either use Moon Boots or the new Boots of Retaliation. We still don't know what those do, but if Boots of Retaliation are good, they'll probably be better than Moon Boots realistically. And for the helmet, I don't know if I should use Hazmats or Chads, because if I run Chads, I will be immune to World Destroyer, and I will be able to use Necromancer Mask, but I won't be able to be immune to all freezes. And if I use Hazmats, I won't really be able to get any kills because I won't be able to use Necromancer. So it kind of just depends on if I want to survive or if I want to just do damage. So either way, I'll probably find something out there. But yeah, guys, GG's on the Deep Space Backpack. So guys, I was actually about to go ahead and sell some of my iron when something caught my eye. So if I go ahead and do /AH right here, pretty much if I go to the categories and go over to the skins, the first thing you'll realize is that this Trident of the Deep is going for about $190 million, and most of the time they go for about $200 million or more per. So with it being kind of on the cheaper side, the thing that it comes along with is Mark of the Beast 6 and 25% chance to negate or bypass full armor set bonuses, which is really crazy, and especially because it does so much damage extra to your sword, I might just go ahead and buy this one. So guys, as you probably will notice in my inventory right here, I actually ended up buying the Trident. As you can see on the bottom of this item, it says item skin Trident of the Deep. Now we're pretty low on money, actually at 140 mil, which feels a little bit weird considering we're at $1.5 billion earlier. But nonetheless, man, we have this really awesome sword that will now deal so much damage, along with the backpack, which deals an extra, I think, 3% damage and doesn't allow me to get soul trapped. So we should be doing some crazy one-shots now. Maybe not one-shots, but what I actually want to go ahead and do is try to duel one of my faction members. Maybe see if I could see or notice any improvement with the set. If so, then awesome. If not, I probably need to work on it a little bit longer. But either way, I'll go ahead and find somebody, and hopefully we can destroy him a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and duel my faction member right here. As you can see, he's in a pretty decent dragon set. And hopefully I do a little bit more damage than I was used to before. Now pretty much I'm just going to toggle on these souls in hopes that I could do a tiny bit more damage than we were used to, man. Hopping onto him right here with the trident. Let's see what we can get going. Now we're already right off the bat. Looks like we're seeing some 23s and 22s on his health. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can get Trident to proc that Mark of the Beast 6 man. And it looks like we're going to get him down to about 9 right here. And there's the rocket escape. So maybe a tiny bit more than before. Maybe just a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what we can get going. Right here. Come on, go ahead and proc for me. Trident, give me that Mark of the Beast 10. Or not 10, I think it's 6, but still. I blocked his silence. And it looks like he phoenixed in chat as well, which is pretty interesting. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and do a little bit of some circle strafes, man. I kind of want to see him die right here. Yeah, so there is the one-shotter. I think it looks to be that our Atlas procced at the end. But in all fairness, he is in, you know, almost loot box dragon with an alright sword. So even then, guys, that's not too bad on the damage. I definitely think we were doing more than before, but I don't know if my Trident ever did proc. But either way, man, it looks like my Leviathan's ability procced as well during that duel. So that is pretty awesome, man. And we're definitely getting a little bit better with our set as every day goes on. So guys, unfortunately that will be the end of the video for today, but something I want to quickly do for you guys is if I head over to the book section of /AH right here, I noticed that there is this Divine Enlightened book that is way overpriced at 85 mil, but I just want to go ahead and buy it really quick to kind of just give you guys something to end off with. And pretty much on this right here, I actually almost applied it without a white scroll, which would have been absolutely terrible. But now that I have a white scroll on here, man, let's go ahead and try to apply this. I actually have an enchanter pad in my inventory, so I'll go ahead and hit that on the ground. And looking up at my faction member, man, hopefully we get something to work right here. Divine Enlightened 3, maybe finally this is it. So I'm gonna plop it on the chest plate, and it finally worked, guys. So Divine 3 is on the chest plate. And what a way to end off the video for today. And with that, good luck, guys. Like I said, that will be the end of the video for today. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as hit that bell for notifications. And also, really quickly, like I said before, the Halloween special's coming up. It will actually be the next episode, hopefully coming out on Halloween, if not the day before Halloween. So even then, guys, we're gonna have a lot of engineer PvP with the faction. I have a lot of stuff planned, so make sure you guys look out for that video. But of course, guys, make sure you have a wonderful and safe day, and as always, dream on.